Hey guys, it's time for Bible. I hope you were able to watch the worship video before watching this one. So if you haven't done that yet, stop this one, go back and watch that one, and then come back and listen to this one. So today, we are starting a brand new unit, a whole new section of what we're going to talk about. It's called God Guides His People. Unit 5 is God Guides His People. God is always there for us, and He is here to guide us. And so we were talking about the Israelites stuck in slavery in Egypt. And we're actually going to keep going with that story. We were talking about all the plagues. Now there were 10 of them. And the last one we talked about was the Passover plague. So if you remember back, I know it was way before Easter break, but we were talking about the Passover plague. So this was a really big deal. And God's plan wasn't to hurt as many people as possible. But his plan was to get his people out of slavery. So this was the 10th and final plague, and that's what it did. It finally got Pharaoh to say, okay, you can have the people if you leave me alone, stop doing all these terrible things to my people. So we're going to see the next step of that story in a minute. But first, because we're starting a new week, we're starting a new lesson, we have some vocabulary words. So on page 98, if you could write down these vocabulary words, write vocabulary. And then we have 3 vocabulary words. If I go too fast, if you can't catch them all, then I will post them for you so you can catch them there. The first one is the word pillar. Pillar. A pillar is a tall column that stands alone. Usually it shows you where something is. It tells you that that place is important, and it shows you why it's important. That important thing is right there. The second one is the word guide. Guide. A guide is someone to show the way. So if you went on vacation to another country, you might need a guide to show you where to go, what food to eat, all that sort of thing. So a guide is someone to show you, who shows you the way. And number 3 is encouragement. That's one we should know. And it's one I want you to also practice this week. Encouragement. Encouragement is being a help to others, being encouraging to the other people around you, not trying to put them down, not being mean, not saying really upsetting words, but saying encouraging positive words, saying, you can do this, or I believe in you, and just helping your friends or your family look at things in a happier way. So those are our 3 vocabulary words. I'll give you another few seconds to write that down, and then we're going to jump into page 99. So, we were talking about God and sending the 10 plagues to release the Israelites from Pharaoh, from slavery. So now, since the 10th one really hit the Egyptian people hard, Pharaoh finally said, okay, fine, leave. So that's where we're at in the story. We are on lesson 24, page 99. Time to leave Egypt. It's time to go. So if you read along with me, use your finger to follow along. Now, after several hundred years of slavery, several hundred years, that's a really long time, the children of Israel were getting ready to leave Egypt. They were to return to the land of Canaan, the land God had promised to them. They were about 2 million people who were to leave Egypt. They took their families, their animals, and all their belongings and began the journey home. The next section is this map. It says label each number on the map as shown below. So I'm going to tell you what the numbers are, and I want you to fill in the map. This is a map so that you can see how far they had to walk and where other things were around them. So, number 1 is the Nile River. Number 2 is the Mediterranean Sea. Number 3 is the Desert of Sinai. Number 4 is the Red Sea. Number 5 is Egypt. And number 6 is Canaan, the Promised Land. So they're starting in Egypt and they have to get all the way to Canaan. So I want you to fill in that map. Show me, as you label each number on the map, show me that you can see where those things are. And then I want you to look and think, is that a short walk? Would that take a few minutes? Or is that a really long walk and it might take just walking? They didn't have cars. Might take, I don't know, years to get there. We'll find out, but I want you to label the map. That's all I have for you today in Bible, and I'll see you later.